So today we competed all of our project horses. This was at Hadlow College campus, so it was quite nice and easy just to plut up. We knew the ponies would jump the jumps, so I competed in the 75 and the 85. Milano jumped clear in both rounds. Here you can see some photos of her. Her technique is actually quite good in all of these photos. She was a lot better once they were 85 centimetres as opposed to 75. And she jumped a much better round in the 85. Here you can see we're just walking in, getting ready to warm up. Here's one of our warm-up fences. She comes in nice and forward. Her head's a little bit up in the air, so her technique isn't as good, but she's forward and confident. She warmed up really nicely. Here you can see I'm just trotting around all of the fences, so she's seen everything. She knows the whereabouts of each fence. And more for my confidence as well. Get her going nice and forward. Not looking at the audience, as we know here she's quite spooky. Approaching the first fence here. Keeping her nice and forward. She actually took a really nice long stride, which was quite bold of her. That's not something she often does. She often actually falls over if she takes a longer stride. Fence 1 and 2 were really nice. We're moving forward now. Over this oxer. She jumps that really nicely, lands on the correct leg, so I'm thinking about where we're going. I rode right into this corner for the next fence, and this is followed by 5 strides and a double. Milano gets 1 stride in between the double, and she rode really nice and forward considering it was right next to the audience, which is where she's normally spooky. Here we've got a related distance. This is normally a 4 stride. And she actually fitted 4 strides in. I think I had my leg on. I kept her going forwards and she had the confidence to take me for the 4 stride. She did find it a little bit long, but that's because she's a smaller horse and they're smaller fences. A really nice curve here. I thought she might spook at the walls because she hasn't seen them very much, but she didn't. Heading over another double, another 1 stride. And she didn't look at the white poles. White poles are often a problem for show jumping horses because horses have dichromatic colour vision. This was in a study by Carroll et al. 2001, and it's actually been proven that these types of fences with these colours cause problems or knockdown during show jumping rounds, and that was by Marlin and Williams 2020. Here you can see us in the warm-up again. So this is before our 85 centimetre round. I'm a big believer of jumping a few fences in the warm-up and not over jumping them and tiring them out. So I usually jump a cross pole once, an upright a few times, and then a few oxers, and then I'm in. So probably a maximum of 5 fences. Here you can see we're just heading towards the upright. This is at about 80 centimetres. She jumps that really nice. You can see she jumps a lot better, bigger. She's actually looking at the fence more. And I think although I'm not always as confident at bigger fences, I think I ride them more confidently. Here I'm asking for a leg change. Here we're just giving her a little bit of a long rein before we go in. You can see it's starting to rain here, so she's a little bit resistant in the frame, and a really nice oxer there before we're going in. Here we are giving her that final walk off and about to head into the show jumping ring. Once again, I'm giving her a big old trot round. I've tried to show her the wall filler just beforehand. Now we're gaining that nice forward canter to the first fence. It's the same course as last time, just a bit bigger. Here I've asked her just to take that bit of a shorter stride just to get underneath that fence a bit more. She's still forward enough though so she can alter her stride a bit more. This is something she has developed over the few months that I've had her so far. I have a lot more adjustability in the canter. So here you can see she can take that longer stride and take me forwards over the fence rather than stumbling or paddling in the air, which is a common thing horses with less confidence do. Really nice distance between that 1-strided double. She moves quite forward in this school, so I think she eats up the ground more. Here you can see we get a nice stride to the first fence, and I was aiming for the 4 this time. This time I was a lot more committed for the 4 because I knew we'd made it the first time and the heights were bigger, so I knew she could cover the ground more. She really jumps that fence nice and big. You'll see in the pictures beforehand, she actually has one of the best bascules she's had over that fence. She did jump the wall nicely, which I was pleased about. And we actually came second in both of these show jumping rounds. Smaller ponies beat us who had whizzier turns. I wasn't actually aiming for the speed of the round. I was just aiming for her to go forward and jump nicely round, which we did, and we came second in both. So really good results today. Here you can see after her round she's nice and relaxed, and we've just trotted her off on a long rein just because she's done quite a lot of jumping today. 2 show jumping rounds and a lot of warming up is quite a lot for Milano, so we've given her a nice long cool off.